So before we go into the realms, before we go into these particular aspects of the wheel of life that I'm going to look at tonight, the monsters, before we look at where the monsters live, I just want to explain a bit about how we get into them in the first place, how we get into these places where the monsters live. So the wheel of life is a diagram that shows the workings of the mind. And the outer wheel actually looks at how the unenlightened human mind comes about in the first place. Independence upon conditions. Independence upon ignorance, consciousness arises. And in the hub, we have ignorance of the way things are, which is the middle bit with the cock, the pig, and the center bit. So that's the center bit. So if you point at the pig, that represents ignorance. So this is ignorance of the way things are. You're all right for a bit now. Ignorance of the way things are, that we're actually all profoundly connected. We think that there's a separate me in here. We say this in practically every talk, don't we? It's because it's true, and it's because we forget, and because we just need reminding all the time that this ignorance is about the separation of a me in here and a not me out there. And because we don't see the way things are, because we think we're separate, because we have the ignorance of, it's sad, isn't it, that it's a pig? Because pigs are really clever, but it's got something to do with the ears, ears going over the eyes. It's only a metaphor anyway. We think we're separate, and that's the ignorance of the pig. And the ignorance of the pig drives the greed and hatred round and round and round, which makes the wheel go round. The wheel of samsara, the wheel of suffering, go round and round. So deep in the